I was thinking we'd be talking more about, oh, it's going to be remote working, digital tech, which is kind of some major themes, but they always are. But actually what you're highlighting is the decommissioning thing, which of course is massive. It's a huge challenge that the industry's got to get to grips with, and it's already starting, because you saw was it the Alpha shells? Brent Alpha was taken off by Allseas recently. So, and that's pretty interesting work, because the projects to plan these, to completely strip the platforms clean, flush them, and leave no trace, basically, is complicated. And I remember one of the thrills really of working in this industry is being in the yards and just seeing the scale of these operations.
Absolutely.
The size of the stuff. You know, I remember taking one of our developers onto a rig in construction and showing them what this valve really looked like. So where they were just seeing an on-off signal, it's a 1 or a 0, and that's what their code was dealing with. This thing was 6 feet high, and when it shut, when it changed from a 1 to a 0 or something, you know, the whole platform shook. It was a slam shut valve, and this thing, forget 32 tons or something. Yes. It's monstrous, and that was an eye opener for them. So to be able to get around sort of engineering of that scale. I
think what you've put your finger on, Murray, the real excitement of the industry that I feel has been lost. When I first went offshore in 1983 with Total from Aberdeen, it was incredibly exciting. You know, I had my helicopter ditch training, I had all of that sort of stuff, and I never forget when we first approached the platform that I was seconded to, the sheer scale of it, the fact that it was right in the middle of an ocean with nothing in it, and then, you know, sleeping overnight in the accommodation rig. You think you're in a hotel, but it sort of starts swaying gently, and then when you look out the window, instead of seeing a building across the street, you see nothing. It's that sense of excitement that I think needs to be recreated within the industry to draw people back into whatever it might become.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And also just the ability of the industry to deal with these big projects, because this is engineering on a really big scale, and there's not many other industries that can do that, I don't think. Construction does to some extent, but this is, I mean, you're talking about, I remember seeing a platform float out. I mean, this is 26,000 tons, 30,000 tons. And a barge just comes in, and then they deballast it, and it floats up and lifts this platform, and it just sails off. And these things, you know, the confidence in the engineering to go ahead with this, I think, is fantastic.